Hi, I'm Jessica Starr. Welcome to the Wonder Core Smart Workout. Make sure you have a water bottle on hand and before starting any exercise program that you consult with your physician. Now, let's get started. We're going to go into our side twist. So stand with our feet out wide. Arms are going to be nice and loose as we twist, rotating from the torso, keeping those arms nice and heavy. Keep twisting out. 4 more twists here. And going into windmills, reach your right pinky finger up to the ceiling. We're going to reach down and fold over towards our left pinky toe. Switch sides. And reach up. And lengthening down. Getting that nice stretch to the hamstring. 2 more. Last one here. Going into open leg stretch. You're going to fold over, bringing your nose down onto your left knee. Clasping both hands around your ankles. Hold the stretch. Now walk your hands in the middle, drawing both hands to the inside of your ankles. Pull your head in between your legs. Stretch and hold. And gently walk over to the right knee. Drawing nose down onto the right knee. And we're going to go right into our runner's pose. So from here, your front heel is flat to the floor, lengthening your back leg. Make sure that you're always reaching out of that left hip or that back leg. Drop the back knee onto the floor. Lean forward. Both hands are placed on the outside of your front foot. Stretching forward. Now, with your opposite arm, gently pull the back heel towards your glute. Now, if your back heel does not touch your glute, that's okay. Just do the best you can. Draw it as close as possible. Getting that nice deep quad stretch. And now, extend the front leg. The toe drawing up towards the ceiling, same arm to leg. Grabs hold of the ball of the foot, reaching those toes all the way up to the ceiling. And very gently, lower the nose onto the knee as best as you can. You're going to really feel this throughout the hamstring. And return back to runner's pose position. Going into a spider crawl. Drawing both knees out to the side. And side crawl to the other side. And going into runner's pose with the left foot. So make sure that the front foot is flat to the floor, lengthening out of your right hip. Going to drop the back right knee onto the mat. Gently stretching forward. And lengthen that left leg out in front of you as you draw your left arm onto your toe, reaching it up to the ceiling. And very gently fold your nose onto your knee. Holding the stretch for a few seconds. And returning back to a side crawl position. Bend both knees to the side. Sitting up, placing both hands just above the knees, dipping your right shoulder in. And left shoulder. Alternate with the right shoulder. And one more time with the left shoulder. And lengthen up. And draw both feet in together, going into our hamstring stretch. Both arms are going to reach up and over towards the ceiling. Nice deep breath. Fold over your hips, reaching your nose towards your knee. Grabbing hold of your ankles. And roll up. Returning to standing. Now from here, you're going to take both palms up to the ceiling, interlacing your fingers. Stretch up to the sky and hold. And reach both palms out in front of your chest. Grabbing hold of your left fingers, you're going to draw them slowly back towards your face for a nice wrist stretch. And switch arms. Left fingers pull the right fingers all the way back. And interlace both fingers out in front. Up to the ceiling once more. Drawing the arms parallel so the palms are facing into each other, you're going to laterally stretch over to the left. Lengthening through the side body, reach up and over to center. Breath in and other side. And returning to center. Last time, to the left, reach up and over. Keep both feet evenly planted onto the floor. Return to center, last one here. And reach the arms out nice and long. And shoulder circles up and around. Reaching those shoulders up to the ears and drawing them all the way back. 2 more circles here. And reverse. Take them up towards your ears, towards the front. 2 more circles. And arm circles, reaching up and around with the arms and over. Deep breath in and exhale out. Last circle here. And reverse. Two more circles. And going into our next stretch, you're going to place your left arm over the top of your right ear. Laterally rotate your neck to the side and hold, now dipping the chin forward towards the chest so that your neck is angled towards the corner of your shoulder. And return the neck back to the side. And switch, placing the right arm over the top of your left ear. Laterally stretch your neck to the right. And dipping the chin forward towards your chest. And back to the side. Great warm-up. Now let's take a sip of your water and we're going to get started with the Wonder Course Smart. Okay, now that we're done with our water break, let's get started with the Wonder Course Smart. We're going to start with sit-ups. So you're going to place your glute right on the baseboard. Hands are wrapped around the sides of your Wonder Course Smart. Feet are hip-width apart. Knees are slightly bent. You're going to lean back, keeping those abs engaged. Exhale, returning back up to center. And breathing in through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Always initiating from those core muscles. Keeping them nice and tight. And breathe. Keep that chest lifted. Almost there. And finishing out on our last 5 here. And lean back, using those abs to pull us all the way up. Last 2. And 1 more here. Going into our triceps. Placing our hands right on the pads. Back straight, chest is lifted. You're going to press all the way down. Straightening those elbows. Bending them back up to center. Press down, squeezing the head of the tricep. And lengthening right back up to the top. Really engaging the tricep muscle as you press and squeeze. And lengthen up. And now keep in mind, you can always adjust the resistance on the handles to make this more challenging if need be. Press and squeeze. Last 5 here. Keep using the breath as you press down. Inhale. Exhaling back up. Last 2. And press down. Last one here. And return. Going into shoulders and arms. Turning around, placing our hands on the pads of the handles, we're going to press down with our right arm and alternate out with the left. And pressing down with the right, switching to the left. Keeping the core muscles engaged, feet are hip-width apart. Working from the shoulder girdle. Keeping the rest of the body still. Again, we want to isolate just our upper body here. Keeping the spine in neutral. Keep alternating. Always remembering to breathe throughout the movement. And last 5 here. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Moving into our push-ups. So you're going to place the pads of the handles right above the hip points. Hands are shoulder width apart. Curl your toes. Spine is in neutral. And you're going to push down and press right back up. Bringing the chest towards the floor and lengthening up to the top. Once again, keeping those abs engaged. Coming up in one solid piece, always keeping that body aligned from your head straight to your toes. Using the handles to leverage you all the way up to center. And now for those of you that do need a modification, you can always place your knees on the pad. And once again, for those who are looking for a challenge, curl right back up on those toes. And finish out on your last 5 push-ups here. And 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. We're turning our knees to the floor. We're going to move into our sit-ups again. So we're going to repeat the whole series. Again, repetition is key. Now we're going to transition and take the exercises from the top. So we're going to start with sit-ups, placing our glute onto the base of the WonderCore Smart. Feet are hip-width apart, abs are engaged, hands are wrapped around the sides as you lean all the way back. Exhale, returning back up to center. Keeping those core muscles tight, making sure you're breathing through the movement. And once again, you can always challenge yourself by making those handles slightly more resistant by tightening the sides of the machine. And exhale as you lift up. Making sure you're breathing the whole time. Last 5 here. And 4. And 3. And 2. One more. Going into the triceps. Placing our hands onto the pads of the handles. Back is straight, chest is lifted. You're going to press all the way down with both arms. Lengthening the elbows to the top. Press and squeeze the head of the tricep. Once again, everything else stays isolated. Just the arms working here. Making sure you're breathing through the movement. Press and squeeze. Getting that nice deep burn. And through the backs of the arms. Keeping that chest lifted. Last 5 here. And 4. And 3. 2. And 1. And now we're going to turn over and we're going to start with the arms and shoulders again. So placing our hands on the pads of the handles, pressing down with our right arm, alternating with the left. Once again, keeping those core muscles engaged. Isolating through the upper body, working from the shoulder girdle. Knees are hip width apart. Making sure we're breathing throughout the movement. Pulling those ab muscles all the way up to the spine, keeping your spine in neutral. And last 5 here. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Going into our push-ups. Last final move here. We're going to take the pads of the handles, place them right above our hip points. Hands are shoulder width apart, curling up onto the toes. As we push down, bringing our chest towards the floor and pressing all the way up. Using the pads of the handles to leverage us all the way back up to center. Keeping our head aligned. Spine is in neutral. And abs are always engaged throughout the whole movement. Make sure you breathe. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling to come all the way up. Now for those that need a modification, you can always place your knees gently onto the pad underneath us and continue to lower down, using handles to leverage us all the way back up. And finishing out on our last 5 here. And 4. And 3. 2. Last one here. Nice. And lower the knees back to the pads. Really feel that heart pumping. We're going to take a quick water break, and now we're going to go into our cardio. Alright, done with our water breaks. Now, let's go into our cardio portion. We're going to start off with a jog. So, nice warm up. Quick feet. Getting the heart rate up a little bit and going right into jumping jacks. Reaching those arms overhead, opening, closing the legs. 10 more here. And 4, 3, 2, 1, slap jacks. Bringing those arms out in front of your chest as the legs open out and closing back in. Feeling that heart rate getting a little bit more accelerated. 10 more. And going right into lunge jumps. 2, 1, and lunge it back with the right leg. Lunge it back with the left leg, keeping that chest lifted. Making sure that that front knee is over the toe. Hips are tucked. Pelvis is pulling forward as you lunge. And now let's go into a lunge jump. And we're going to jump and switch and jump. Making sure you're landing soft. Back knee is about 2 inches from the floor. 10 more here. 5, 4, 3, and last 2. Great job. We're going to take a quick water break and jump back on to our Wonder Core Smart. Done with our water break. Now we're going to jump onto our Wonder Core Smart, and we're going to start with bridges. So you're going to place your glute onto the pad as your rollers are placed directly onto your low back. Feet are hip width apart. Hands are out to the side, run into the handles. Feet are flat. You're going to start by touching your glute to the pad and bridge it all the way up to the ceiling. And lower down and squeeze all the way up. Working through your backside, every time you lift. Keep those core muscles engaged. Keep breathing through the movement. Five more here. And lower and lift. Two more. And last one. Squeeze and hold. And lower down. Going into our scissors. So now we're going to turn the Wonder Core around. As we walk over, sitting down and placing our feet right on top of the rollers. Hands are placed so that they're supported underneath the glutes. And you're going to start by pressing your right leg towards the floor and lower down with the left leg. Keep alternating. For an added support, you can flatten your hands towards the floor. And remember, you can always adjust the tension, making it more difficult or easier, just depending on your physical level. Really feel this throughout the legs, throughout the core. Your whole body is engaged. 10 more. And 9. Press 8, 7, 6. Resist that tension. 5, 4, and 3, 2, 1. Good job. Now let's grab our chairs and let's go into ab tucks. Place your chair as close as possible to the Wonder Core Smart. You're going to sit onto your chair, hands to the side, placing your feet directly on top of the rollers and adjusting yourself so that your knees are directly over your toes. Hand out in the middle. Start by pressing down as you rotate and coming back to center. Press and tuck and center. Rotating from your torso, working those obliques. Keep pressing all the way down. And keep remembering you can always adjust that tension. Good. And 5 more here. Last 3. And 2. And 1. Switch sides. Press and tuck. Really feel those oblique muscles being engaged. Good. Try to press evenly down with both feet. 5 more. Last 2 here. And 1 more. And now going into our bicycles. Hands are grabbing onto the sides of the chair. You're going to press down with the left leg and alternate with the right. And press left and right. Really using those legs to press onto the rollers each and every time. Engaging the quads, engaging the hamstrings. Keep those abs pulled in. Keep the spine straight. And you could always take it up a notch in speed and resistance to challenge yourself a little bit more. Ten more counts, starting for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Press 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Now let's remove our chairs along with our Wonder Core Smart and get ready for our last cardio segment. All right, going into our last cardio segment, starting with squats. Draw a fist right over your chest, bringing your other hand over. Toes are pointed out to the corners of the room, and you're going to squat down and press up. Squeezing those glutes each and every time. Keep the weight on the heels of the feet. Chest is lifted. Glutes are coming down to a 90-degree angle. 5 more. 3 more. And 2. And 1. Now we're going to do a squat jump. For a more advanced version, you're going to jump up and squat. Jump up and squat. Landing through the heels of the feet. Ten more here. Really getting that burn into those legs. Getting the heart rate lifted. Keep that chest up. 5 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Jog it out. Whew. Deep breath in. And exhale. Whew. Going into our cross lunges now. Step back with the left leg as you step diagonally and lunge. Alternate with the right and lunge. Hands out in front of your chest. Chest is lifted. Keep breathing. 10 more here. Making sure that that front knee is directly over the toe. 4 more. And last 2. And 1 more here. Now we're going into a cross lunge jump. Starting with the right leg back, you're gonna jump and switch. Stepping to a diagonal with that back leg. Nice job. Keep going, we're almost there. 10 more. Keep that chest up. Pelvis tucked. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Jog it out. Nice job, we're almost there. Now, front kicks with jabs. So stand with your left foot pointing directly out in front. Fists are lifted up to your chins. You're gonna kick out with the right leg. Jab left, jab right. Here we go. Kick, left, right. Kick, left, right. Kick, left, right. Kick, left, right. Keep going. And 10, 9, strong kicks. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and 1. Switch sides, bring your right toe parallel, step it back with the left foot. Here we go, kick out left, jab right, left. Woo! Feeling that heart pumping. Almost there. Keep going, you got 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, jog it out. All right, last cardio move here for side kicks with a squat. So you're going to stand, feet slightly wider than hip width apart. Hands are over the chest, knuckles together, fists out in front of your chest. You're gonna squat and kick right. Squat and kick left. Squat, kick side to the right. Side to the left. Keeping that chest up, making sure the weight is on the heels of the feet. Almost there, halfway through. Breathe. Nice. 5 more. You can do this. Don't stop now. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Great workout, guys. Now we're going to go into our cool down section. So you're going to start with your feet out nice and wide, toes pointed to the sides. Reach up and over with the right arm and stretching out of that side body nice and long. Hold and take the left arm up and over and reach over to the other side. Now from here, you're going to drop the nose onto the knee. Hold the stretch. Square your toes off to parallel, turning to the side, and just draw your nose gently onto the knee as best as you can. Arms are framing the outsides of your front foot. Now you're going to shift your weight back onto your back heel, grabbing the front toe and pulling the nose onto the knee. Turn the toes back to center, feet in parallel. Grab hold of the inside of your ankles and stretch down. And walk your nose onto the left knee. Turn your toes parallel to the side, framing the arms around the front foot. Deepening that stretch by taking the nose closer to the knee as best as you can. Shifting the weight back. Draw your left toe up. Continue to hold the stretch. And turn your toes in parallel. Grab hold of the ankles, and now you're going to shift onto your right hip and shift onto your left hip. And shift onto the right hip and left, just switching sides each time. It's a slight shift. And 2 more. And last one here. And turn those toes to the side. Coming into a spider crawl position. Drawing the left knee open to the side. Now you're going to shift your weight so that the left foot is flat to the floor. Hold. Keep those fingers placed out in front. Feel the inner thigh opening out. Getting that nice deep stretch as you crawl over to the other side. Try to keep that heel flat. If you need to, you can always raise up onto the ball of the foot. And draw both hands on top of the knees. Dip the right shoulder in. And left shoulder. And right shoulder. And left shoulder. And last 2 here. And 1 more. Going into cat stretch. So turn the toes so they're angled out to the corners of the room. Hands stay right above the knees. And you're going to round your back. And exhale. Arch out your low back, gazing forward. Great for the spine. And round. Tucking the abs all the way in through your spine. Exhale and arching all the way out. And round in, tucking that chin to the chest as your back scoops. Exhale. Arching it all the way out. Last one here. And arch all the way out. Nice. Roll it all the way up. Feet together. Reach both arms up to the ceiling, clasping the fingers. Nice long stretch. And drop the right elbow back as your left arm grabs hold of the right elbow and pulls it toward your scapula. Nice tricep stretch here. And switch arms. Grab hold of the left elbow with your right hand, pulling it closer towards your left ear. And shoulder stretch. Take your right arm across your chest, placing your left hand over the shoulder. And other side. Going into arm circles. Nice and long, circle those arms all the way around. Deep breaths in, and 2, and 1, and reverse. Up and around. Last one here. And one shoulder rolls all the way back, and other shoulder rolls all the way back. Alternating shoulders each and every time. Breathe deep, and reverse. Shoulder comes up and around. Last 2, and one more, and neck rolls. Start by dipping your chin forward, neck roll to the right, dip the chin forward as you draw the neck over to the left, working slowly, carefully not to injure your neck. And 1. Great Wonder Core Smart workout. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you again.